Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. Show them what it's going to be like all day in this house. They're going to open this drive with a pass. That's caught. It's Edwards. And they'll finally get...
First down.
Great, terrific pickup.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
Looking for room. It's Edwards. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel, but in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another 1st down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge. And you're just trying to get that 1st down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. Oh, he tosses it back. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, do you have to love the timing, the sixth sense to call that play and know it'll be successful. Jesse, you're looking for big plays when you call trick plays, and a touchdown, that's exactly what you want.
Man, the quarterback was licking his chops too, David. When he got the ball back from the running back, he knew he had his guy wide open. At that point, you're just thinking, don't underthrow it too badly and don't miss this guy. Just give him an opportunity, and the trick play pays off.
It's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To the air, it's Orji. Looking for a deep man. Fires into traffic, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you...
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. The 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Michigan.
Yeah, and the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point puts them on top by 1.
That makes the score Michigan 7, LSU 6.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. That last pick 6 after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense has to put a drive together.
Yeah, they have to recapture some momentum here. What they can't do is go 3 and out and get the ball right back.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He didn't get a lot on the return, but, man, he set his offense up at the 30.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Looking to throw on second down. Shoots it to the left. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wolverines. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something we're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback, right?
He's going for a big play downfield. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Back to pass, it's Orji. Dumps it to the back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the run. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too. Understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere. Just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do. But, maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 14, LSU 6.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Give to the running back. At the 45 on his way. Oh, look out, there he goes. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Number 7.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. PAT unit on the field.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point puts him on top 21-6. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. They're lining up to boot it away.
This one away.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Fall. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Looking to go up top on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. They go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on fourth down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. When you're around midfield, the analytics will tell you so much better to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it past the marker. Off he goes. Touchdown LSU! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. Some much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. When you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Now a two-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback on the keeper. He is denied short of the end zone as the two-point try fails, and this will remain a 9-point lead.
Michigan 21, LSU 12.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it on? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Looking downfield, it's Orji. Finds his tight end. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
Makes the grab. It's Edwards. They didn't get a ton of yardage there, but they're really effective at using the back out of the backfield, and they do it to get the first down here. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Dances away. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Lived to fight another down.
Snagged in the middle. It's Stewart. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
On 2nd down, looking to throw. And that's just a flat misfire, not even close to his receiver. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. To the air, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Let's see what they dial up on this 4th down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Buys a little time. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
Caught in the backfield, it's Durham. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Got a man, it's Durham. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and short coming here right from the midfield stripe. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
Well, it's 3rd and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on 4th down.
This is not leather helmet era football. This is analytics. Around midfield, 4-down territory. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. Last couple of plays, the offense seems to be just one step ahead, David.
Yeah, and I'm going to have to do something to disrupt the timing, the rhythm. I got to do something that they're not expecting, because right now they got the run and they got the pass working. So this defense, we're going to have to find something new to kind of confuse this offense.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
Unloads to the wideout. And it's his 4th interception of the night.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys out there. Or if you're going to throw, Think about quick screens outside when you have tight ends flexed on the perimeter, bigger bodies blocking smaller guys.
Defense has them pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. To throw, it's Orji. Makes the grab on the left. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
He brought down at the 18. And that's good enough.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. Trying to find his man on first down. Going for the big play. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, Michigan 21, LSU 12.
The Wolverines will kick it off to start the second half. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging, and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're playing angry right now. They're mad. They know they're the reason why they're down in this game, so I expect them to come out here, lighten it up here for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and this defense playing fast, playing physical, forcing things into action, forcing those turnovers. They played really well in this first half.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Fast, physical, and disruptive. Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names and Hutchinson, Reese.
And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. And on the opening drive of the second half, you've made adjustments, but sometimes you underestimate the fact that the defense is ready for your adjustments.
And they've made their own adjustments as well, and they're allowed to sit there in the locker room and think and wonder about how you're going to attack them coming out of the tunnel. Great job being ready to go at the start of the second half by the defense.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game.
Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering accessibility screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
Taking down.
Give him some easy throws.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. He's going to pass. Quickly complete. Oh, what a caught! Touchdown, Wolverines! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick off.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his 2nd interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Durham. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Makes the catch down the right side. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Unloads to the right. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
From the red zone, looking for a man. Trying to get to it. That's caught. It's Watkins. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's got it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wide out there on the slant.
1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's now 2nd and goal.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback checking the play. On 2nd down, he'll fire. And it's caught! Touchdown LSU! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Looking for the 2-point try. Barrels ahead. Strong, firm tackle.
They decided to try to run it in on that 2-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
28, LSU, 18.
They're really spinning that wheel of fortune here. 2-possession game, going for the onside kick here in the 3rd. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game. So a lot to process and think about.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll do it himself. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Scanning the field, it's Orji. Quarterback moving. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
And the Wolverines trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They want to throw it. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan! That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 35, LSU 18.
Okay, ready? New set of downs after that completion. Easy. It's a flea flicker. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Lofts one high and deep. Got it! Into the end zone! Touchdown, Tigers!
And man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Now the 2-point conversion attempt is coming. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 66 yards to the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Smart move to keep it on the ground. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Yeah, and there's a lot of pressure right now on this down if you're on offense because your last 2 plays have gone nowhere. You know the defense just needs to get the football back to give their team an opportunity to go win the game, so you're probably going to have to throw to get this first down. A lot of pressure here on the quarterback there.
Yeah, and how I throw, I think, is important. This is a time where I love moving my quarterback outside the pocket, making it an easy throw, or let him run the football, and if he doesn't get it, the clock still ticks. It's still my friend.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On the move. Open space at the 25. And how much running room have they been able to find on the ground? Man, are they piling up some gaudy rushing stats.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
Handoff from the gun. Pulled down after a pickup of 3, balls at the 13.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
It's 3rd down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. From the gun, Give on the inside. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
Yeah, not enough movement up front. You got to be a little bit more physical with this offense, but now it's 4th and 1. Another opportunity. You go for it there, you pick up some yardage. Now you made it a little bit short. Now this offense has really got to get physical.
Waning moments, huge 4th down, and this crowd is rising to the occasion. It's complete. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running it.
Looking to throw, it's Orji. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 7. Catch and score.
2-point conversion attempt is coming. Snap in the shotgun. Catch in the middle. It's Edwards. This time, he'll be stopped short of the goal line. So after scoring the touchdown, he tried to tack on the two-point conversion, but was denied. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. He'll come out throwing on first down. Nearly another interception. It'll be second down.
This quarterback has thrown a lot of picks. I don't know if he's just not seeing the field right or he's just trying to force too many throws. That should have been number 4 right there, but the defender dropped it.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. They made the defense pay with that last big chunk of yardage. Now 1st and 10 from the 30. Throws to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
Let's go! Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He's got him this time. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He'll take a shot. And that one is picked up in the end zone. Taking it the other way.
Nice job by this defense. That might be the exclamation point. 4th quarter, I got a lead.
This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and we've got a team that makes it into the top 25. Now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Boise State Broncos, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Broncos will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll... First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Jet sweep to the receiver. Oh, what a move to get room. Touchdown, Michigan. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. You take advantage of tendencies when you set that opening script, and man, their film study showed up there.
I think the offensive coordinator, it's almost as if he knew what the defense was going to be playing. He knew the personnel. He knew the different looks and coverages and fronts that they were going to see. And that offense, they just chopped up yardage moving down the field to score in that opening series.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. Slips through the line. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Takes the handoff. It's Genty. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Back to throw, it's Nelson. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Boise State.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Lining up for the PAT. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fair catch, called for and made. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't
trying to beat the D deep. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Orji. Fires to the wideout. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return to that small change. They take over at the 43.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Finds his man. It's Genty. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Using his legs, it's Genty. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. He's got enough. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the back. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
To the air, it's Nelson. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Touchdown Broncos! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one. And they finished things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit about to go to work. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking downfield, it's Orji. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the right. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. It's hard to say just let that thing hit the ground. Your instincts take over, but he would have been better off to let it fall.
No, you're right. And your inclination is to go catch it when the ball's in the air. But nice job. You're not going to get to the quarterback. You're not going to sack him. What do? Get your hands in the air, try to disrupt the throwing lane, and get a tip.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Man, you want to make big plays in the passing game, and to do that, you got to be able to read the defense, see what they're doing to make sure you don't put the ball in harm's way. You can see he drops back, got really good comfort level with what he's seeing. He knows he's going to fit that post over the linebackers in between the safety. Ball is on the money, and they're rewarded with a touchdown.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they light up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close.
The end of the first quarter with the score tied 14-14.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. The expressway is wide open. The 20. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown, just like that. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. offense set on first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. First down for this offense. Dropping back, it's Orji. Using his legs to buy some time. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
To the ground with the back. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
On the option. Now the pitch. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. Fires the pass. Intercepted. That's a live ball. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Ways to get a first down. That's how the offense chose to do it. I mean, make the mistake, throw the interception, Palmer, but heads-up play, force the fumble, and recover it. First down.
And, David, you know the quarterback's counting his lucky stars. That was a bad decision. That should be the defense's ball. Luckily, they fumble it. His teammates get it back to give him another chance.
He'll pull it down and run. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Going to try to get it himself. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing them go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the point after is good. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, but I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
I love the idea, and I love just finding ways to get your best players out in the open field. This pre-snap motion and using it to their advantage on that last play, I think that was a nice call.
They'll run it out of the shotgun, finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. To the air, it's Nelson. They're working that left side. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Finds his man, and they convert. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They're getting this guy lathered up. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. The sure hands, it's Genty. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
First down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Boise State.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack thwarts the two-point try. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense and they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into...
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Dropping back, it's Orji. Gets away from 1. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Offense gets set for second down. Back to the quarterback. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Wide open, he makes the catch.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Looking for a man, it's Orji. Might be looking to run. He wants it all. Touchdown Wolverines! And let's put up points today, what do you say?
Man, a lot of times you see the way people close halves, the way people close games goes so far in determining who wins. Nice execution by this offense late in the first half. Now they're just an extra point away from having the lead going into halftime.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They start this 3rd quarter 1-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Looking for a gap. It's Genty. Still on his feet at the 45. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown Broncos! They take the lead with the 6. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot, doesn't he? Makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Back to throw, it's Nelson. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Guys, here come those maize and blue wing helmets on offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Fires left. He's got it. All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
The O-line gets an attaboy for that play. How about the time they gave their quarterback? Beautiful pocket. They allowed him to survey the field, find his open guy. This offensive line, they are gelling early.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Comes out throwing on first down. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Michigan.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the third. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Holds and fires complete to the right. The Broncos get enough to move the chains. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. But jet sweep pass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Got his man downfield. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
Pulls it in. It's Genty. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. The give to the tailback. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, they get another big run for a first down, and if you're on offense, you love the way your offensive line is blocking early in this game. They're getting tremendous movement, and they're making life pretty easy for these running backs right now.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Now they'll try to get another possession with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play.
Unleashes one deep. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. With the catch, it's Edwards. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Dropping back, it's Orji. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Wolverines!
And this quarterback really does a great job of seeing the defense and seeing what kind of coverage they're in. And I think when this offense goes empty and they spread the defense out, it just makes it so much more simple for the QB to see what the defense is doing pre-snap and then post-snap. You could tell he's playing in a great rhythm right now because he's seeing the field, and these empty sets are really helping him.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. This drive will open from the 15. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I don't know if that's the coverage you want to be throwing wide receiver screens against. Oftentimes you want the receivers to have some access. You want the DBs to be off a couple of yards so you can help set up the blocks and give the receiver somewhere to go with it. It's hard to run that against press coverage, and they only picked up a few yards there.
They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And he converts on third down as he gets it out to the 26. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's going to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
That's a really good play by the defense, playing deep to shallow. My job is to stay as deep as the deepest. Make sure I don't get beat deep. If they throw it underneath, I go make a tackle and rally, but I can't give up those deep shots. Great job by the DB.
Catch in the middle, it's Genty. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Using his legs, it's Genty. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. Pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
To the air, it's Nelson. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Grab near the marker. It's Genty. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Clock is under 4 minutes as they come to the line for second down. Makes the catch. It's Genty. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Touchdown, Boise State! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Here comes the two-point try. Snapped it in the shotgun. He gets it into the end zone. The two-point try is good, and now the lead is 7.
And makes the score. Boise State, 49.
Curious call here as they line up for an onside kick with the lead in a one-possession game in the fourth.
Take this one away.
And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He'll take the deep shot. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. Wants to throw. It's Nelson. Got a man. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to... run the football and try to ice this game.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Boise State. In other scores around the country, Slippery Rock 42, Millersville University 21.
At this point, the defense just has to bring the house to try to stop the run and get the ball back, even on 2nd and 13. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to...
Breaks the tackle, and he's got room. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker.
Yeah, this defense is going to have a plan for this tight end, especially when he lines up in the slot, because there's a lot of different routes he can run, and because of his size and his wingspan, he's very, very difficult to cover.
This crowd bringing serious noise on this huge, huge 4th down play. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Makes the grab, and he's got the 1st. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Good awareness by the defense. In this situation on the field, you know there's coordinators that like to try to take shots deep down the field and catch you napping, but the defense was ready for that one.
And the Broncos enter the final minute of play trying to run out the clock. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle, it's Genty.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Defense gets the timeout called. 20 seconds left on the clock. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a one-possession lead. They'll immediately call timeout. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
The Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got a man. It's Genty. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.